the whole place. I said yesterday it's a magic place, and it certainly was today, and we all felt that.
It was the signature of an empire. One touch to control, one glance to kill.
Scholes, Solskjaer, quickest to the ball again, he's got a chance to make it 3! And he does! Again, the provider was Paul Scholes.
Sir Alex Ferguson didn't just build teams, he built engines of verticality.
Scholes here looking to send Beckham away. Oh, a beautiful goal! That is sheer class!
Your job now is to stand by our new manager.
Fast forward to today. That isn't a memory, that is the reality.
They made them understand what Manchester United is supposed to be, and then he's given them the freedom to go and do that. So there was no, as soon as they won the ball, it didn't matter where the ball was won, there was no restraint. Go forward, and we saw that in the first goal.
3 on 2 here, 4 on 2 as Forgu joins in. Bruno Fernandes, Old Trafford, as you may remember it. What a noise!
That's not something I've seen for a very, very long time in Manchester United, but that is what Manchester United historically always has been able to do.
Dorcas arriving, it's in, it's 2! Manchester United have got themselves a cushion!
But if that is the level, and if they continue to produce performances like that, why not Michael Carrick long term?
That since Sir Alex Ferguson left with their last Premier League title nearly 13 years ago now, the club has been in this almost perpetual drift.
For over a decade, Manchester United searched for the future by running away from its past. New philosophies, new systems, new promises, and yet, the answer was always hiding in plain sight. Not on the touchline, not in the dugout, but in the rhythm of the football itself. Because when Michael Carrick took control, something strange happened. Manchester United didn't just start winning again, they started playing again. Not like a modern super club, not like a tactical laboratory, but like Manchester United. In modern football, credibility comes with a passport. Germany gives you structure, Spain gives you possession, Italy gives you control, and England gives you nostalgia. So when Manchester United turned, once again, to Michael Carrick, the reaction wasn't excitement. It was a sigh, a placeholder, they said, a caretaker, a clubman.
Continued into this season, Amorim's now gone. So for the interim at least, for you, is he the right man to now bring into the end of the season?
In my opinion, do they go down the same route that they've done with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Erik ten Hag, when it looked like he was out the door and won the FA Cup?
The assumption was simple. Carrick would steady the ship, say the right things, then step aside for someone louder, sharper, more fashionable.
I think they have got this time, and Michael Carrick has 17 games, and at the end of that they will say thank you very much regardless of what he does, because they've got time to go and find this right manager, and I believe they would be doing that.
But that assumption reveals a deeper misunderstanding, because Michael Carrick was never a sentimental choice. He was a philosophical one. To understand why Carrick works, you have to understand what Ferguson actually built. Not the trophies, not the dynasties, but the logic behind them. United DNA is one of the most abused phrases in football. It's often used as a slogan, a marketing line, a vague reference to attacking football.
What's the identity of the club now? What's the philosophy of the club now?
What does Manchester United say to you, traditionally, in terms of a style?
Well, in my time, it was about winning, no matter how, especially when they were playing us. They were playing a different way. They adapted to situation in terms of how they were going to go about some games. Like they played us differently than other teams, and they had flair, they were direct, they needed to be direct, they could fight and win. When you think about Man United in my time, you think about a team that's there to win, no matter how.
But under Sir Alex Ferguson, it meant something very specific. It meant verticality over possession, speed over structure, freedom over control. Ferguson didn't obsess over formations. He obsessed over relationships, the passer and the runner.
Got a way through. There might be now. There is now. Javier Hernandez.
The winger and the fullback.
From Manchester United, good attacking play. And Ronaldo's onside.
striker and the space behind the defence.
Carrick. Orfea's lost it. And Rooney's there. And Rooney scores!
Carrick understood this because he lived it. For 464 matches, he was the invisible spine of Ferguson's final great United team. He wasn't there to dominate the ball. He was there to accelerate the game. And that idea, speed of thought, speed of execution, is where Carrick's United begins. On paper, Carrick sets United up in a familiar 4-2-3-1. Safe, balanced, uncontroversial. But football isn't played on paper. The real story begins when United have the ball. Because in possession, Carrick's United quietly morph into a 3-2-5. One fullback stays. One fullback goes. The centre-backs spread. The midfield pivots hold. And suddenly, 5 red shirts occupy the final line. This isn't a Pep Guardiola structure. It's something older. Something Ferguson used intuitively, without diagrams or buzzwords. The front 5. 2 wide threats. 2 half-space attackers. 1 central reference point. The difference? Carrick adds positional discipline behind the chaos. Sir Alex Ferguson always believed in balance. Not symmetry, not identical midfielders. Balance. Keane and Scholes. Carrick and Fletcher. Control and chaos. As a coach, Carrick recreates this idea with modern profiles. Kobbie Mainoo. Calm, press-resistant, always available. Casemiro, aggressive, vertical, destructive. One player slows the game down, the other speeds it up. This pairing does something critical. It protects risk, because once your base is secure, you can afford bravery. And bravery is the foundation of Carrick's football. Ferguson's best teams didn't build attacks. They launched them. Win the ball, 1 touch, 2 touches. And suddenly the opponent is running backwards. Carrick has brought that back, not as chaos, but as instruction. When United regain possession, the first thought is not control, it's direction. Can we go forward now? Statistics from Carrick's coaching career, especially at Middlesbrough, tell the same story. High shot volume, high fast break goals, relentless vertical pressure. This is not counter-attacking football, it's transition dominance. And it mirrors Ferguson perfectly. Every great Ferguson team had a free spirit. Cantona, Rooney,
Nani. Rooney! Oh, wonderful!
Even Cristiano in his own way. The system existed to protect them.
Now Ronaldo. A long way out. What a goal! Not too far out for him.
For Manchester United today, that player is Bruno Fernandes. Under previous managers, Bruno was overworked, pulled deep, asked to organise chaos. Carrick changed that. By securing the base, he freed the artist. Bruno now lives closer to the box, between the lines, in the half spaces, exactly where Ferguson always wanted his game changers. This is the shadow striker role. Late runs, untracked movements, chaos from intelligence. Carrick didn't reinvent Bruno, he repositioned him historically. Ferguson's greatest weapon was never tactics. It was belief. Players didn't just play for him, they felt protected by him. Carrick manages the same way. Calm, measured, direct. He doesn't overcoach, he doesn't overreact. And in doing so, he restores something United lost: trust. The players trust the system. The fans trust the intent. Old Trafford trusts the football. This isn't a bounce, it's alignment. For years, Manchester United tried to escape Sir Alex Ferguson's shadow, but shadows only exist when something stands tall. Michael Carrick didn't copy Ferguson. He remembered him. Not the trophies, not the touchline rage, but the ideas. Play forward, play fast, protect your risk takers, trust your players. And maybe, just maybe, the future of Manchester United doesn't require reinvention, just recognition. Because sometimes, the most modern thing you can do is remember who you are. Michael Carrick didn't arrive promising revolution. He arrived with memory. He rewired Manchester United not by tearing the past down, but by reconnecting the wires that had been cut. Old Trafford didn't need to be modernised. It needed to be understood. And now, the league is starting to feel it. The tempo, the transitions, the confidence. This doesn't look like a team waiting for instructions. It looks like a team that knows who it is again. And that's why the most important question isn't tactical. It's political. Right now, Carrick has something no one else has had since Ferguson. Alignment. Players believe. Fans recognise the football. Opponents are starting to fear the rhythm. So the question isn't, can Carrick coach Manchester United? The question is, will Manchester United allow him to finish what he started? Again, this isn't about one manager. It's about whether Manchester United finally trusts itself. Subscribe if you believe football is more than names, more than narratives. And if you're watching this thinking the same question we are, is Michael Carrick the one, or will Manchester United replace him again? Tell us what you see.